Hi friends, welcome back to PM Data Lab. Today's session is super important because we are learning two major skills in Power BI. First, we'll see how to connect and load data from different sources, and then we'll move straight into cleaning and transforming the data using Power Query, just like analysts do in real projects. By the end of this video, you'll know how to bring data into Power BI and shape it into a clean, reliable data set ready for dashboards. Let's jump in and level up your Power BI skills right now. If you're a beginner, don't worry. I'll walk you through every step clearly and simply. Let's start strong and grow together. Here's what we'll cover today: connecting Excel, CSV, and web data, importing data from SQL Server, understanding load versus transform and when to use each, managing queries in Power BI, cleaning data using Power Query. By the end, your datasets will be clean, formatted, and ready for analysis. Data comes in all shapes and sizes: Excel, CSV files, web data, and SQL databases. Power BI lets you bring it all together seamlessly. Connecting multiple sources efficiently is the first step to creating insightful, dynamic reports. Let's start with Excel and CSV files. First, open Power BI Desktop on your computer. You should see a clean interface with a ribbon at the top, report canvas in the center, and fields pane on the right. On the ribbon, click Home, Get Data, Excel if you want to load an Excel file, or text/CSV if your data is in a CSV file. This opens a file browser window. Browse to the folder where your file is saved. Click on your Excel or CSV file to select it and then click Open. Power BI will show a navigator window with a preview of your tables. Here, you can see the data and select only the tables you want to load. Now, you have two options. Click Load to bring the data directly into Power BI for analysis, or click Transform Data to open Power Query Editor if you want to clean, format, or modify the data before loading it. Now I have no changes, so I click Load. For web data, click Home, Get Data, Web. Enter the URL of your web dataset. Now I give my GitHub raw dataset link, then click OK. Power BI will connect to the website and show a preview of tables available. Now notice that Power BI shows a preview of your dataset before loading. This helps you confirm that the columns, rows, and data types look correct. Once you're satisfied, click Load. Suppose you're not satisfied with table rows and columns, click Transform. Now I have no changes, so I click Load. It brings it into the report canvas. Next, let's import data from SQL Server. Click Get Data, SQL Server. Server name as your SQL Server name. My server name is localhost. Then enter database name. My database name is SalesDB. Then click OK. As usual, the navigator window popped up. In the navigator window, select tables like customers, products, and orders, then click Load or Transform. I click Load. See your right-hand side? Our tables are shown. Now let's talk about Load versus Transform. Load brings the data directly into Power BI for immediate use. Transform opens Power Query Editor, letting you clean, format, and shape your data before loading it. Beginners, always explore Transform. It ensures your dataset is ready for analysis without errors. In the previous section, we clearly saw how to connect and load data into Power BI from different sources. Now in this part, we will clean and transform the dataset step by step. First, go to the Home tab. Click Get Data, then select Text or CSV. Choose your dataset. A navigation window will pop up. Click Table, then click Transform Data. You will now be redirected to the Power Query Editor. This is your data cleaning hub. You can remove nulls, fix errors, change data types, split or merge columns, and more, all without touching your original data. Power Query makes cleaning fast and intuitive. Hello friends, before we clean anything, the first and most important step is to understand the data. Open Power Query and take a few minutes to inspect the dataset. This saves time and avoids mistakes later. Start with the preview window. Scan the columns and rows visually. Ask yourself, what are the column names? Which are numeric? Which are text? Which look like dates? Then once you've observed the basics, move to column quality. Go to the View tab and enable column quality. This instantly shows you the percentage of valid data, error data, and empty values in each column. Pay attention to columns with many errors or a high percentage of nulls. These are your early warning signs and need attention. After that, turn on column distribution for deeper understanding. Column distribution shows unique values and their counts, which helps you spot duplicates or odd entries. Next, enable column profile. Column profile goes even deeper, showing statistics like minimum, maximum, and average for numeric fields, and frequency lists for text fields. Use these insights to detect outliers, unexpected values, and formatting inconsistencies. Do some quick manual checks first. Click All Column and sort it both ascending and descending to spot blanks, unusual values, or entries that don't belong. Filter the column and review the top few distinct values. This helps you catch typos or inconsistent spelling. Use Keep Errors to isolate rows with parsing issues so you can review them clearly. Next, check your row count and unique keys. If you have an order ID or another unique identifier, check for duplicates by selecting the column and choosing Remove Duplicates. But don't remove anything yet. Just observe whether duplicates exist. Also note how many rows you started with. This number becomes your reference point for verifying results after cleaning. Now that we understand the data, we can clean it confidently. First, let's start with the order ID column. Check for missing values and errors. Here, there are none. The data type is already correct, and all values are unique. Let's remove duplicates just to be safe. Next, we move to the following columns. Notice that 94% of the values are valid and 6% are empty. We'll handle these empty values later if needed. Now, we have 3 columns: full name, first name, and last name. All 3 contain the same information. To simplify, let's combine them. Select all 3 columns while holding the Control key. Go to the Transform tab and select Merge Columns. A small window will pop up. Choose a delimiter. I'm using a space. Then give your new column a name. I'll call it Full Name. Click OK. Wow, now this column has no empty values. Finally, ensure the data type is set to text. Next, let's check the order date column. There are no missing values or errors initially, but the data type is text. We need to change it to date. Select the column, go to the Transform tab, and change the data type to date. Now we see 12% errors. Let's inspect these errors. For example, a value shows 11/31/2024. Notice November only has 30 days. We can either replace it with the correct day or remove the error. Another example is 07/12/2020x. Clearly a typo. We can replace it with 2024 or remove it. My suggestion is to remove errors rather than fill unknown values, so we don't mislead the dataset. Great, now all errors are resolved. Next, check the quantity column. Its data type should be numeric, but here it's text. Inspect the column thoroughly. Some values appear as text, like 10 instead of number 10. Right-click, select Replace Values, and correct the text to numbers. Check for blank cells. Replace them with 0. Finally, go to the Transform tab and change the data type to whole number. Now the price column. Check the data type and filter ascending or descending. We find some text values like ABC and a few empty cells. Replace these with 0, then set the data type to fixed decimal number. Next, the total amount column. Change the data type to fixed decimal number and replace nulls with 0. Finally, check city, country, and is active columns. There are no errors here. Congratulations! Our dataset is now fully cleaned and ready. Click Close and Apply, and Power BI will load your cleaned dataset into the report canvas. Now you can build visuals with confidence. Your data is inspected, understood, and clean. To recap, today we learned a lot. First, we understood how to connect and load data into Power BI. We loaded Excel files, CSV files, and even data from the web. And we successfully connected Power BI to SQL Server. Then we moved into the most important part, cleaning and transforming data. We learned how to inspect the dataset, check column quality, and identify errors, blanks, duplicates, and mismatched data types. We cleaned nulls, removed duplicates, fixed errors, corrected dates, converted data types, and repaired totals. We also split and merged columns, trimmed and formatted text, and removed unwanted fields to keep our dataset clean and professional. And finally, we applied all our changes and loaded the cleaned dataset back into Power BI, ready for beautiful reports and dashboards. Great job today! You're learning Power BI step by step, the right way. That's it for week 2. Keep practicing connecting multiple data sources and cleaning your data. Next week, we'll explore data modeling and relationships in Power BI. If you enjoyed this session, please like, share, and subscribe to PM Data Lab. Your support truly keeps me motivated to make more tutorials for you. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep analyzing. Learn together, grow together with PM Data Lab.